So this is the lunch for the day, right? For the students?
Yeah.
And this is a salmon soup.
Yeah, I think it
With
is.
chunks of salmon.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
I don't know what this is in English. It's a red root
Right.
with blue cheese spice soup. So
But it's vegetable
yeah,
and quite healthy. Yeah, I think so, huh? This is a salad bar that's pretty common at all schools that I see. So they have salad, onions, bell peppers. It's like some type of carrot salad. But the students would eat the same thing as the teachers, and then they have a choice. They have a choice. Look at this, different seats put on there. And then they have a choice of like a low-fat milk or water. So always super healthy food here in Finland. And they also have quite healthy different breads here and whole wheat, so really, really good food here. So this is kind of the end result of my food here. And you can see a really, really nice, nutritious lunch. I don't even eat dinner here in Finland. It's so good. It just fills me up, and that's it for the day for me. This is the lunch area. This is the lunch break in Finland. And as you can see, you know, they have a grand piano here. They've got art displayed over there. Kids are, you know, in their normal groups. Check this out. They have a lot of furniture like this and like this, and these little houses that kids like going into and hanging out in. This is quite common, but quite Finnish also. And so very different than a school in the U.S. and how that's set up.
that's a flea market.
Oh, it is. So who's selling that stuff? Some of the kids.
Selling, I don't know if it's for a project.
Oh, it's a flea market right here. Kids can buy things here, and here's another one of these little houses that kids like hanging out in. You know, everything's really thought out, really high quality here in Finland, and really open air. I mean, it's a really nice physical environment. I think it puts kids in good moods. I've never once filmed a bathroom, but just to show you how they do things here in Finland, even the bathrooms here are quite nice. I mean, aesthetically, they look nice. They look comfortable. I mean, this is a student bathroom, and it's very, very well mannered. It looks like something in a hotel. Certainly not a school. So, I don't. Everything is high quality in Finland. Do they have these meetings very often during
every
lunch?
week.
Every week at this time?
Yeah.
On Fridays?
On Fridays, yeah.
So this is a teacher meeting. Do they have other teacher meetings besides this?
Maybe within the subject groups for all the science teachers.
I got you. So these are every Friday for how long?
15 to 20 minutes.
20 minutes, and that's it?
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have special days when we have special subjects. So then
How often do you do the special days?
a couple of days a year.
A year.
Yeah.
So most of the planning is on the teacher's time,
Yeah.
right? Do the teachers work much together here?
Yeah, as much as possible. Yeah.
But when do they do that?
Well, it's quite integrated in the things that I may go and ask another math teacher, but how do you get a test for these things?
Okay.
And we can then do that, and we can plan.
I got it. So what school are we at here today? What is your name and title? And what do you teach?
Yeah, in Jyvaskylan Lyseon lukio, I'm the teacher of physics here. I teach physics, I teach math, used to teach chemistry and IT.
Okay. So before I ask you a few questions about the curriculum, is it common that the physics teachers also, when they go and get their teacher training to the university, are they also credentialed in something else like math and science?
They go side by side in Finland.
They do?
Yeah, we all study. We all have university degree.
Right.
So, for example, I'm a physicist, but I have studied math to the highest degree, almost.
Really?
Yeah, and that's what we do here in Finland.
And chemistry too?
Yeah,
So you can teach them all?
I can teach them all, and IT also. So, in principle, four different subjects.
Is IT common too with a lot of the math teachers? Or is that...
Well, it used to be more common. It isn't that common anymore, but some of us can.
Is it more of a specialized thing now? As the technology is advanced, a specialized study, IT, for teachers?
No, it's nowadays. I think. Actually, I don't know what is the reason for it.
Okay.
But it used to be more common some 20 years ago than it's now.
The reason I ask you is because in the U.S., it's usually you're a math teacher or you're a science teacher. They don't combine the two, but there's a lot of math in both, right?
Yeah, and you can't be a physicist without math.
Right.
So
it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, and as I told, it's a university degree. So it's for me, it's been compulsory to study math.
Okay.
Besides physics.
I think it's still this way in high school. I know when I was in high school, I don't think it's changed all that much, that physics was an elective. In fact, you could go to the university without ever taking physics. Chemistry was an elective, and you could go to the university without ever taking chemistry. Physics and chemistry taught at the middle school level, which would be grade 1, grade 2 here for lower secondary, I believe is pretty much unheard of in the U.S. So, but that's compulsory here, right?
Yeah, it's starting from 4th grade. One way or the other, every student studies chemistry and physics.
Wow.
So that would be at the age of 10 they start.
It's not just life science, it's physics and chemistry.
It is. It used to be. We used to have even different subjects just a few years ago, but now they partially changed back to the old system where it isn't. We don't name it. We don't call it physics anymore. We don't call it chemistry anymore. However, it's chemistry. It's physics. It's. I guess that difference is that in States, when you speak about sciences, it's more about general things in relation to one another, but we start going into relative deepness in each field quite early on.
And, they do this in a lot of high-performing PISA countries. I mean, it's like this in Asia and Germany, and that I can remember. They started physics early on. What do you think the benefit to that is, and why do you think they do it?
Well, it depends. It depends how you define sciences. So I guess there doesn't have to be any difference at all. So you can go under sciences, you can go into detail, you can do calculations, you can do modeling. It's more about the way you teach, I think. It isn't important whether you call it sciences or whether you call it physics or chemistry. It's more about what you do during the lessons.
Right.
Besides, I think in States you have very high quality education based on textbooks you produce. You have amazing textbooks at university level at least, and in college level. So I think that in States you must have very high quality education. That's my impression.
At the university level or the K through 12?
K-12, whatever it means.
It's actually quite low.
College level?
College level, yes.
Yes. So
but a lot of foreigners actually go to the colleges too. And you'll find that a lot of typically Americans aren't going into the sciences and maths because they weren't well prepared in when they were in high school or middle school. So PISA shows that those actually math and science are quite weak. And many of the people now that are in students that are on engineering or math or sciences are now immigrants. It came from, India and Asia. They seem to dominate the sciences now in America. So, do you know, have you taught first level, lower secondary? Have you taught physics in that? No.
I teach students that 16 years onwards. So in upper secondary school.
Upper secondary, so
Yeah.
a grade 10, 11, and 12. So what
Yes.
are in physics in grade 10? What are the basic things you want the student to learn in grade 10?
We start from first principles, so to speak. We start talking about measurements, and then we carry on to mechanics. The usual approach, but basically the same approach that you have in any textbook. SI system, measurements, mechanics, thermal physics, waves, electricity, and so on.